some people are apparently just more susceptible to falling to a scam, while others don't even bother to deal with them. The Better Business Bureau and its partner agencies took a really hard look at the differences in the most recent report, which is Exposed to Scams, what separates victims from non-victims. And Sandra Guile from the BBB joins us with the results of this study. And it kind of, I've always thought that some people just were more inclined to be taken in.
And a lot of people make that assumption. In fact, I hear it all the time. How can people be so stupid for falling for these scams? It's not stupidity. It's just the scammer is that good at their persuasion tactics.
Sure.
But it was interesting because the study found that more than half of people out of the 1,400 that we surveyed just didn't even bother acknowledging the phone call, acknowledging the email, or acknowledging the voicemail because they knew it was a scam, because knowledge is power.
Yep.
Then a third of them maybe engaged with the scammer, but they didn't lose any money or personal identification. And then the remaining 24%, they did lose money because perhaps they were in a financial situation that they were trying to get out of, and they thought this was a quick way to fix it.
Now, the study apparently looked at the top 3 ways that people did get scammed, or why they engaged.
And the reason why they lost money is because perhaps the person on the other end of the line, they sounded official. They were from the IRS, they were from the Social Security, they were from law enforcement, and they were going to come out and arrest you. I'm sure we've all had those phone calls. And most of us would just laugh it off. And the second one was maybe somebody was under a time crunch. You know, my ex was kidnapped. Okay, you can keep them. Or perhaps the person was overly nice. And this one really frightens me, because if the person sounds really super nice on the other end of the line and they're talking to an elderly person who hasn't maybe spoken to somebody in weeks, they're more likely to lose money or their personal identification over the phone or by email.
Because there's a lot more going on in terms of emotional connection there.
Absolutely. So basically, how not to become a victim. There's a couple of key ways you can do this. Ask input from others, because a lot of times what scammers will do, they'll try to isolate you. Don't call anybody. Don't call the cops. Don't call your best friend. Don't call John Lomax. But you know, it's one of those things where, yes, do the opposite of what they say. Get more information. Get inputs. You know, this kind of sounds like a scam. Call us. Call us at 421-3015. I think this is a scam, but I'm not quite sure. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have, get educated about what is a scam, what is not a scam.
Yeah, and you say focus on your financial literacy too.
Oh my gosh, yes. Because make sure you know where all your accounts stand, your credit card, your banking information. Go online and check it out. And if you don't have access to the internet, find somebody who can help you and check the status of your account so you know where all of those transactions are happening. And by all means, report it to scamtracker.org. and read the full report on bbb.org/exposed to scams.
All right. Good advice as usual from
Thank you.
Sandy Guile. Thank you so much. Okay, let's check